Okay, let's go ahead and work on Word lesson 1B. And let's go ahead and start Word up for this lesson. And this lesson will be pulling a file down that we pulled from our. Oh, okay, so let's go to Open Other Documents. And at this point here, we can search. So let's go to Computer. And let's go to Browse. And let's go to Hack. Again, this is the files I downloaded previously for this lesson. And let's go to W01B Programs and let's click Open. All right, and this is all we have here. All right, let's go ahead and save this immediately as File, Save As. We're going to choose our location. And let's go to Browse. And I'm going to choose Recent Places. And I'm going to choose... And we're going to call this Shodel Daniel 1B and hit save. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at the layouts. Let's go to the page layout tab, and we're going to go to margins. And what you see here are some preset margins, okay? But we want to go ahead and change them. So we select custom margins, and we're going to change the left and the right to both 1 inch. Okay, let's adjust the margins and hit OK. Okay. And all right, that's how you adjust the margins. Okay. We also want to make sure our ruler is on. If your ruler isn't on, what you do is go to View, go to Show, and go to Ruler, and that makes where you can verify that your ruler is on. We also want to go ahead and add the name of the file to the footer. To do this, there's a couple ways. You can go to one way. We'll show you now is Insert, Footer, and Edit Footer, or you can come down to here below, and you can right-click in the footer area down here and right-click and hit Edit Footer. Okay. We're going to go up to the Header and Footer Tools Design tab, Quick Parts, and we're going to Field, go to File Name, and click OK. And that's how we have our footer. And then we'll close that. All right, page 142 talks about aligning text. There are 4 types of alignment. Alignment, you can left, center, right, and justify. This is all set for justify. What justify is, as it explains, is it's almost kind of like newspaper style where it spaces it evenly. You can see here how it has the text is all spaced evenly so everything lines up correctly. Go ahead and Control A. Control A selects the entire document, and we're going to left align the entire document. So we want to go ahead and left align the entire document. All right, go ahead and hit Control Home to bring you to the top of the document. And let's go ahead and grab the first line and change the font size on the first line to 40. So go up to here, change it to 40. Okay, then we'll go ahead and grab the second line and change the second line to 26. Oh, 26. All right, and then we'll grab all 3 of these lines here and we will center them all. Okay, and then we'll save. All right. The next part of this little lesson talks about line spacing. Okay. Go ahead and select Control A to select the entire document. And line spacing is in the Home tab in the Paragraph group, right above the word Paragraph. Okay, let's go ahead and drop this down. You can see it's all set for 2. We want to go ahead and change it to 1.5. All right, and that's how you change your line spacing. All right. Okay. Page 145, indenting text. Go ahead and put your cursor here, and so it says in this paragraph would be in Sturgeon Point Productions, and there's a couple different ways to adjust to apply a first line indent. One is you can go up to where it says paragraph, and you can go to special and choose a first line. That's one way of applying a first line indent. You can also come down to another paragraph as well. Let's see here to it says here is a partial, you can go to here and you can go up to here and just grab this and apply a first line indent that way as well. You can see that does everything. So there's two different ways to apply a first line indent. Okay, and let's go ahead and save. So that's the two ways of applying first line indents. Page 146, adding spaces before and after a paragraph. Go ahead and hit Control A again to select the entire document. And let's go to the paragraph dialog box here. And we're going to change the space after to 6 points. So we just come down to here, it says spacing after, change it to 6 point. Okay, and go ahead and hit OK. And that changes the spacing to the entire thing, of everything. Okay. Okay, the next part of the lesson, page 146, talks about applying spacing after. So let's go ahead and grab all the headings. So let's come down here and, all right, let's grab here. And we're going to come down a little lower. And use the control button to grab that. So we have, and finally, let's use the control button to grab here. I'm sorry, so we go like this, select this one here. Here, like so. It can be a little tricky to do this. And like so. So we have all three of these selected at once. We're going to go to paragraph, and we're going to set the before to 12 points. Give it a little extra spacing. Okay. All right. So that's how we set the spacing. All right. Let's go ahead and save what we have. All right. Page 147. Creating a bulleted list. So we want to go up to click home, to the home tab. Let's go ahead and grab where it says the top here. Let's go to here where it says short featured films, all the way down to recordings, and we're going to the home tab in the paragraph group, and we're going to go ahead and select this button. Okay, we will look at some other for there at this point, and that's how you apply the bullets. Okay, good. Let's go down to on page 2, and let's go to the meeting dates. Let's do the same thing again. So let's go down to page 2. The meeting dates are down here. So we're going to go to technical, like so, and we're going to apply bullets to this one as well. All right, and that's how you apply bullets. All right, page 123, creating a numbered list. So, okay, let's go up to the beginning of the first page where it begins applicants must, and let's go ahead and hit enter once, and let's hit backspace to get rid of the space, and let's hit 1 period and tab, 1 period tab. Okay, and that begins numbering. Let's go ahead and type in B and a credited be enrolled in an accredited program, and we're going to hit enter. Be available during the entire production schedule, and finally submit to faculty recommendation letters. Okay. All right, and that's how you create a numbered list. Okay. All right. Page 149, customizing bullets. Let's go up to our bulleted list here. Let's go ahead and select our bulleted list as you see fit. See? Okay. And let's go back to the bullet. Let's select the arrow and go ahead and select the check mark. Okay, and that's how you would apply a different library. Now, you can actually go down here if you want to and go to the change bullet or define new bullets as well. But that's how you would select a different bullet. Okay. And we're also going to look at something called the format painter. If you with this, our text here is still selected. Come up to the Home tab in the clipboard group and select the Format Painter. What this does for you essentially allows you to take formatting from one section and apply it to another section. So I would go up to here, click this. You see how the cursor becomes a paintbrush. Come down to here, and we're going to apply it like so. And the formatting all applies the same as here. As we now with the formatting we had up top applies to the bottom. Okay, and that's the Format tab. How to use the Format Painter. All right, page 150 is setting and modifying tab stops. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead on the left-hand side. This is our tab stop. If you click here, it actually toggles to the different tab stops. So again, we want to make sure it's set on left. Go ahead and highlight all of this text here, and put your cursor up on the up here, and go ahead and about the 3.5-inch mark, click here. All right, that applies a tab stop. You can see down here how every time you hit tab, it applies over. Now, let's say you've done this and it says, it doesn't quite look right. I want to make some adjustments. So let's go back to the paragraph and let's go to tabs. All right. Now, first thing we want to get rid of this tab. So we would go to here and hit clear. Well, in case you're wondering, we're over on page 152. And we want to add a new one. So let's set the tab position to 6. And we're going to give it a dot leader, and we're going to make it right. This has to do with the alignment. So we have 6, and we want to set it. So 6, a light, and a dot leader. All right, and we're going to click on OK. And you can see now that our tab stip's right aligned with the dot leader, and that's how you apply a dot leader. All right, now go ahead and put your cursor at the end of the word cafeteria here and hit enter. Go ahead and type in video editing, and on your keyboard hit tab and type in September 7 p.m. cafeteria. Okay. All right, and that's how you use tab stops. You can see what it does. Basically, it lines it up. It basically lines it up nicely for you. All right, let's go ahead and save. All right, next part of the lesson talks about using SmartArt, a SmartArt graphic, which is actually our discussion question for the week. SmartArt is something they added back in Office 2007. It's a tool within Office that allows you to apply graphics in an organizational pattern effectively. So let's go ahead and let's hit Control Home to bring us to the top of the document. We're basically going to put an item right here. So let's put our cursor to the. It says put your cursor to the right of the internal internship guide, and we're going to go to the Insert tab, and we're going to go to SmartArt. Okay. If you go and select Process and come down 5 rows down to the second option, it says Process, Basic Chevron Process, and click OK. All right. Now what you'll notice on the left-hand side is this is where you enter your text. So let's go ahead and enter, and we're on page 154 by the way, enter in the text apply online. You can see that as we're typing, Word is adjusting the text, which is a nice feature. Next tab is interview, and finally train on the job. Okay, we're done. We can go ahead and close this box here. If we need to reopen it, we can click this little box to reopen it, but we're going to close that. Okay, so we have our text. Next, we want to resize it. So we would go up to the Smart Tools design, Tools tab. We have two tabs: Design, Format. We're going to go to Format, and on the far right side, we're going to choose Size. And by the way, make sure you have the whole. If you can select individual pieces here, by the way, make sure you have the outside selected, because what you can do, it's easy to do, is have one of these individual items selected and change the size of that one specific item. So we have the entire thing SmartArt selected. We're going to change the size, the height to 1.75, and the width to 6.5. Okay. All right, so the height is 1.75 and the width is 6.5. We also want to change the coloring by going to Design and choosing Change Colors. We're going to go down to Colorful, Colorful Range, Accent 4 to 5. These are the different color ranges you can take a look at. Finally, we're going to choose SmartArt Style, and we're going to come here and we're going to choose Inset, which is the third.3D, which is here, and that's how you would apply the style. All right. All right. Finally, section 1.29, inserting an online video. Hit Control End to take you to the end of the document. All right, and we're going to go to the Insert tab, and we're going to go to Online Video, and we're going to go to YouTube. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and type in Go 2013 1B video, and look, search. Okay, give it a moment. All right. Make sure I typed it correctly. I probably capitalized the O. Oh, I did. Okay. So let's go and select the first option and click Insert. All right. All right. Of course, if you play it. All right, and that basically is the end of our lesson, with the exception of one thing. Let's go to File, and let's go to Properties, and let's go to Show Document Panel. Sorry, and under tags. I'm sorry, under category, go ahead and type in. I'm sorry. Under subject, go ahead and type in well, you can see the information here. Category would be internship. All right. And that's how it works. All right, and this is your 1B. This is the file that you should be submitting.